Hi, it's Andy.
And Minna.
From the Foolish Couple. We created the FoCo Academy to guide and mentor people to achieve true health and healthy relationships through nutrition, exercise, mindset, and lifestyle changes. This week, we're going to talk about a few health myths. So far, we talked about how a 60-year-old actually has the same capacity to build muscle mass as a 30-year-old if they have the same levels of nutrition. Yesterday, we confirmed the fact that you really don't need to eat every day, 3 meals a day. Both of us has done extended fast for 5 days, and not only did we survive, our bodies actually came out thriving as a new fat-burning machine.
So today we're going to talk about the history of low-fat diet. The pivotal moment is really when Eisenhower had a heart attack in 1955. And he was out of the office for a whopping 10 days. Now the stock market plummeted on that news and they lost $14 billion in one day. That's like back in the 1950s, so in today's world it's like $1 gazillion. At that time, heart attacks were a rare event, and even cardiologists during the time, they could literally go through their entire career without seeing anyone with a heart attack. So when all of a sudden this president had a heart attack, the whole world just panicked, what's causing the whole thing, what the heck is a heart attack? So Eisenhower's doctor, Paul White, advised him that he had to stop eating butter and instead eat margarine, and he also had to stop eating red meats and instead eat dry crackers and bread. Duh. Now imagine, at that time, people were really trying to understand what causes heart attack. Now one professor in particular, Ansel Keys, who was a pathologist at the University of Minnesota, came up with the idea that saturated fat and cholesterol would clog your arteries like hot grease down a coal stovepipe and give you a heart attack and die. And this is called the diet heart hypothesis.
So that image of an artery slowly building up fat and choking itself off, very much like fat might build up in the pipe under sink, which is familiar enough, and it made intuitive sense, even though now we know that's not really what happened. A more accurate description would be that's more like corrosion in a pipe. You pour caustic materials into your plumbing, the pipe corrodes and it leaks, and eventually, poof, it bursts, and that's what leads to the blood clot, because when there's flowing blood that contacts some of the material and a lining of the artery, it triggers a clot. So it's not purely the cholesterol, and it truly is not caused by saturated fat at all. The real culprit, now we know, is bad fats, including vegetable oils. Vegetable oil, including variations such as corn oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, and canola oil, has a caustic effect on our arteries because of the way that it interacts with the oxygen and iron in our bloodstream. So unlike saturated fats, which is extremely stable and does not react at all with oxygen or iron, vegetable oils are high in polyunsaturated fats, which are extremely unstable and prone to oxidation. And oxidation is bad for you. So that is what really is happening. Unhealthy oils, including vegetable oils, creates a slick yellow grease line inside our arteries, which can lead to arteriosclerosis. Wow, what a mouthful. This whole process of inflammation weakens the artery wall, and so that weakening and all that inflammation is what corrodes our pipes. But Ansel Keys' hypothesis actually opened the doors to processed foods, which are high in sugars and low in fats. During the 70s, which is when we were kids, we were first exposed to processed foods and low-fat foods. And that's a type of foods that's causing a lot of our chronic degenerative diseases today. Since the introduction of processed foods, the number of heart attacks grew exponentially over the last 2 decades or so. Cancer, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, all of these degenerative diseases were literally unheard of about 60, 70 years ago. And now they're all considered normal.
So at the end of the day, it is really about our lifestyles and our eating habits. If we are diligent about eating whole foods, foods that are high in nutrients and in good fats, lower our intake in simple carbohydrates, especially the bad ones such as the white rice, white bread, white pasta, we have a real chance at combating these chronic degenerative diseases. And that means that we will have more money in the bank because we won't have to spend tens of thousands of dollars in medical treatments. And it also means we'll have a much better relationship with your loved ones and your family. And it also means that you will be able to enjoy your life, to take adventures, and to contribute to your community. So let's think about it. To be healthy, it isn't just about your body. It is about your life and the life of your family as well. Until next time, love what you live what you love.